Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla joins us now. Joe, good morning.
Oh, good morning. How are you?
Morning, Joe.
How are you after losing last night? That's never fun.
You said, where am I?
No, I said, how are you? I said, that's never fun.
Doing good. I mean, I think it's an opportunity for perspective, from the standpoint of, I think every season is just a different story, a different journey. And, even though you have the same pieces, you just can't assume that things are going to fall in line right away. You have to work towards them. And you really, kind of said it last night after the press conference, you just can't have the expectation that it's always going to go your way. So, we're on a journey together, and it's not going our way, and we just got to work through it.
You said last night you've got to stick together, and Derek White had similar comments a couple of weeks ago about needing to stick together. Should we on the outside take that to mean you're having some issues sticking together and there needs to be a focus on that?
No, we're not having issues sticking together. I think just when you're at moments of, small adversities, you have to remind yourself to make sure that you do that, because it's easy to, go into a shell individually and, focus on yourself. And so, I think it's just a reminder that whether it's going good or bad, you have to handle those ebbs and flows of an NBA season together. So, there's no issue there. It's just more of a reminder to make sure, we go about it together.
Joe, I know you guys are going to do your things on offense. You're going to shoot. You're going to keep shooting. But defensively, is there an intensity issue on defense that you may be concerned about a little bit?
I think there's a little bit of both, right? I think at times that's definitely the case. I think at times there's attention to detail. So I just think it's a little bit of everything. When you're on an inconsistent stretch like we are, it's not just one thing. So sometimes it's that, sometimes it's your attention to detail, sometimes it's your offense, sometimes it's your defense. But, you have to be able to string those things together, those habits, those disciplines, those details. You have to string those things together to play consistent basketball, and those are the things that are being tested right now.
Nuggets coach Mike Malone had some interesting quotes about kind of coaching in a season coming off of a championship last year and how it presented some different challenges. Have you noticed that this season?
I think every season presents challenges, whether you're win or not. I mean, obviously for me, for us, this is the first time that we're in that situation, and so you're not going to know what the challenges present themselves until they do. And that's where you have to have an awareness to it. You have to have an honesty to it. And that's where you got to, me and D. White are talking about, stick together and get through that. And so I think sometimes when, you get into this situation, you just assume that it's just, we're going to pick up right where we left off, and you're going to, just everything's going to start to click, and you got to work for that. So, and you can't, whatever the result from last year is, you can never, anticipate or determine when the tough stretch of a season is going to come. They happen all the time. I think this team is unique because it's, you're always going to look at the lens of the past result, and last year there weren't any at all, really. And so that's kind of, now that we're seeing this team in a particular test for the first time since we've been together as a unit, and, we have to do the necessary things to work through it.
What's going on with Jaylen Brown right now? He doesn't appear to be playing his best basketball. Is everything okay with him?
As far as I know, everything's okay with him. He's the kind of guy that I think, when it's not, he works really, really hard and puts a lot of pressure on himself to figure out all the little details. And, he's just the kind of guy that's very hard on himself. So, I think in situations like that, he can be super hard on himself and can just not be, effective at times. But, after one of the games the other day, he was one of the first guys in the gym making sure that he was just, working on the mistakes that he made. So I think it's just more of just having a level of grace for himself, the way he works at it. And you just trust his process. So, he'll be fine.
You guys are at the halfway point. It's like 40 into this thing. And it is a little bit of a malaise at times because you're human. And the year is long. It grinds on you. The travel adds up. Do you do the same thing every day, like the routine of it? Is there anything maybe you could shake up? Maybe take him to Dave & Buster's instead of meeting, Maybe watch the town down in the ballroom or something. Shake it up a little bit.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
So, one of the things that, I like about this team and having an understanding of kind of the journey and the process is, and I kind of said this a couple of times, is I love the mindset and the approach that we brought into training camp. And to me, that can be one of the hardest at times is coming back and recommitting right away. And I loved our training camp mindset. I loved our beginning of the season mindset, our preseason, and really got off to a great start. And so that just shows me that, we have the commitment, we have the mindset, we have the togetherness to do it. And like I said, you can't dictate, when the quote unquote tough stretch is going to come. But the foundation, of our guys was proven by the way we got off to a great start, and that's being tested right now. And I think, one of the things you always talk about is what you have to commit every day, and that gets hard at times. And so we just have to continue to recommit to those things that we did, and then just work through it. But these are the times that I'm actually the most comfortable as a coach, because I think we get so caught up in everything going your way all the time that these are the real reasons why you compete at a high level, is to be able to get through stretches like this together. So, these are the ones that they're tough, but they're also like really, really fun and challenging. And I think this is at the root of it. The real reason why you do what you do is to try to do these things together.
Yeah, what do you do in these stretches? We talk so much about what players need to do. What do coaches do to kind of refocus the energy or make adjustments to sort of get back on a better path?
Yeah, I mean, I think you bounce back and forth, right? And I think that's for us, it's a balance of grace. It's a balance of accountability, but you're always just kind of testing, okay, where are we at now? What does it look like to get back to where we need to get to? How does that go about? Is it like Joe said, is it a shoot around? Is it a practice? Is it not? Is it nothing? Is it a film session? And so you're just constantly tweaking small things, to be able to, just kind of get out of that. So that's kind of what you do. You just tweak it.
I read a great story the other day, by the way, in The Athletic that talked about Jim Crutchfield, a Division II basketball genius, and you were mentioned in the story a number of times as one of many NBA people that have checked in with him and have talked to him and met with him. And I'm just curious what your biggest takeaway is from the time that you've spent with him.
He kicked our ass for a long time. He's a great coach and really a trendsetter in some capacity. But I would say the biggest thing I took from him was just kind of the simplicity of how he simplified the game and found a way to make the complex simple. And he was really, really good at that. And just getting a group of guys to play a certain system. And, you have obviously, been proven successful for a long time.
Who have been the most influential coaches for you personally in terms of kind of shaping the coach that you are right now?
Honestly, I've had obviously some people that, have helped me. I've been coaching for 15 years. So there's been people that I've had, whether they're D2 coaches, college coaches, that have always had an impact on me, but really just trying to learn from everybody. And I think that's what you have to do even when you're going through difficult stretches of the season is the humbling fact of perspective that, no matter who you are, these are the type of things that you go through. And just learning from, really any coach, how they've handled certain situations, how they've handled successes, failures, so I think just there's been a ton. I try to take something.
I think we lost him.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Oh, we lost you there for a
we go.
second.
There we go.
Oh, sorry.
All right, Joe. Well, we'll leave you with this. I don't know how reassuring it is, but Tim McCone thinks everything with your team right now is going to be great, and you guys are awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Hey, listen, I believe that too. If there's one thing I do, I trust the character and the mindset of our team. But
That's right.
I can't stress to you enough, like there isn't a better place to be in. If you're going to be on a journey as a team, whether it's for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, if you, wake up every day with the expectation that it's just going to, go your way all the time, then, you're just not realistic. And to me, as hard as it can be at times of being inconsistent, I think these are the real reasons why people compete at the highest levels is you got to do hard shit together and you got to figure it out, and it's not going to go your way. And so, doesn't mean I'm happy about it, but these are the ones that, I kind of get addicted to coaching because of these situations,
Yeah. It's where you find out about yourself, right?
Yeah, no question. And to me, that's the test of it. So, like, kind of get addicted to the madness, and you just have to work through it.
All right, Joe. Well, we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, fellas.
See you, Joe.
See ya. Joe Mazzulla, Celtics head coach. If you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand here. For more Celtics analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.